This is Geotrig Lesson 1, Day 2. We are going to do Part C, and it's about angles. So, the first angle. What kind of angle is that? It has a little box in it. It's a right angle. And how many degrees is a right angle? 90 degrees. Probably don't need to put the degree symbol in there if it says degrees after it. That's like 90 degrees. Next one. It's a line. But it says angle there. What kind of angle would that be?
Straight one.
It's a straight one.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Oh.
Nope. Is it I after the A? I think so. Straight angle. How many degrees are in a straight angle? 180. Next one threw people for a loop. What's the next one? Oh, you guys got it right away. It's an acute fuzzy one.
You gotta be kidding me.
So, acute angles are less than 90 degrees, right? Has to still be bigger than 0, yeah? Okay. Well, I say it's cute fuzzy because everything that's fuzzy is cute. So like puppies, dogs, mosquitoes. Next one. Obtuse. So the next one's obtuse. It's because this one greater than 90. So greater than 90, but
Less than 180.
also less than 180. You guys with me on this?
Yes.
That's pretty common sense. You guys have probably seen that many times before. We just got to lay it out here for you, so that way you guys are all have common ground now. Am I good to change? So, still talking about angles. So I can have an angle like this. That's made up of two rays, yeah? Drop a golden sun. We could have something we call the initial side. The initial side, initial, beginning, start, right? That start side could lead us to the terminal side, or the stop side. Now it's very interesting here because does the angle have to necessarily open upward? Could I actually, I can change my colors here. Could I go this way? And then initial side and terminal side would just switch locations, right? So initial is where it's going to start to open from. Terminal side is where it stops. Okay? Now, what you guys need to realize is that an angle can be formed anywhere floating around in space. It will have an initial, it'll have a terminal side. But to make our lives easier, and I think it's going to be later on in this section, we're going to start to standardize everything. So we'll move it to the XY coordinate plane, right? And we'll put it at 0 degrees as always the positive x-axis as a starting point. That's going to be the standard position for all angles. So that when I say, hey, give me a 30-degree angle, everybody kind of knows. Okay? The next thing we need to talk about is tick marks. Now, tick marks, guys, is where you start to say things are equal. It's just a way to say this angle is the same as that angle. So if I had two triangles that I will say that are congruent, or they have things that are congruent, I'll put tick marks. So I can put a tick mark here, a tick mark there. That would denote those two sides are the same. I can go here and I can put a double mark. Those two sides are the same. What you do not do is try to use the same tick mark for two things that are not the same. Change it up. You can use whatever marks you want. You want to draw, circles and lines and stuff, go ahead. Angles, a lot of times we use bands instead. So a single band would mark that those two angles are the same. A double band would mark that those two angles are the same. As we're going to see later on, you could start to get multiple angles as my diagrams start to get really complex. We're not just talking about triangles or hexagons or octagons. We start having lots of angles. So therefore, we could also add a band with a tick mark. So now you can have that. Oops. A band with a tick mark.
No, I know, but like, what does it represent?
That these two angles here are the same.
Oh, why don't we just put 3?
Like the number 3 on both places.
No, like 3 little.
You could. I'm just saying there's
Oh.
other options out there. So yes, you can put a 3rd band, a 4th band, a 10th band if you want. But you only have so much space. So you're not going to want to do that. Guys, look at 1 and 2. What do angles 1 and 2 equal together? 90. These things are called something. Will, it's a nice haircut. Ethan, I like those shoes.
Compliments.
Complementary, yeah. So they're complementary.
So you didn't actually think like,
Contrary. Wow. That kind of did not go well in there. Complementary angles. Complementary angles, guys, add up to 90. So if I said angle 1 is 30 degrees, what's angle 2? 60. If angle 2 was 65 degrees, angle 1 has to be 25. If angle 2 is x, what's angle 1? No.
X.
If angle 2, I'm going to go here. Call that x. What's angle 1?
X.
Not x plus 1. It's going to have an x in it. Guys, what do they add up to?
Plus 90 equals 90.
It equals 90 together. So if you know x, okay, guys, I told you x was 20. What did you say 1 was? 70. When I told you it was 65, you told me it was 25. What are you doing?
Adding.
You're subtracting. So what if I call you, I don't know what it is. It's x. What is it?
90 minus 7.
90 minus x. So therefore, this is 90 minus x. The complement of angle x is 90 minus x. You guys ready for the next one? The next one is, what about 5 and 6? 5 and 6 add up to 180. These are called supplementary angles. Hint, they form a what together?
Straight line.
A straight line. You guys can fill that in. So if I said 5 was 100 degrees, 6 must be
80.
80. If 6 was 10, 5 is. If this is A, what is 6? Yes. 180 minus A. You need to know this. The complement of angle, or the supplement, sorry, of angle A is 180 minus A. You guys ready? Straight line. 180. Supplement 180.
We went through
We're ready for examples. Now, we didn't finish this in the last hour.
So we aren't either.
We're not going to finish this, but we're going to talk about it. Now, look at this. Let's read example 1, because this is actual, now, questions that pertain to the lesson that you will have in your homework. It says that the complement, what does that mean again?
Equals to 90.
Equals to 90. But I say the complement of angle A. Ooh, what does it mean, the complement of angle A?
Opposite.
We just had this on here. What is the complement of A? 90 minus A. So 90 minus A is, wait, is means what? Equals 20 less than half the supplement. Supplement means what again? Of A? 180 minus A. So wait a minute. I think we got to step back from this. Because it says is 20 less than half the supplement. I think it's pretty easy to figure out what half the supplement means. What does that mean? Take the supplement and divide it by 2 or multiply it by half. That's easy enough. It's easy enough to see I got the complement of A. But what does it mean to be 20 less than something?
Subtraction.
It's subtraction. But here's the thing. Students get it mixed up and they put the wrong order all the time. I'm going to pose a question. I have $5 less than Ella. If I want to know how much money I have, what do I have to do? Or what can you do? We're going to pick up on this tomorrow,
Tomorrow's Friday.
Monday.